Hello there and welcome to this week's angel reading. I'm Rachel Scoltock and this is Monday the 19th of March 2018 and this is your angel reading for the week ahead. So let's get started. I've got the Keepers of the Light deck by Carl Gray. I've got the Fairy Tarot cards by Radley Valentine, and I've got a bunch of Saints and Angels cards that were given to me by a very special lady I'll tell you about in a second. And I just want to say to you, I didn't feel like doing this reading today. Had some drama yesterday, and it's just left me feeling like I've been rolled over. But I had a thought this morning. I almost said, right, I'm going to take today off and not do the video and the blog today and do it all on Tuesday. And I thought, you know what, Rachel, this is what happens. This is what drama is all about. Drama is dark. It comes from the ego. It comes from the negative side of life. We live in a duality where there is darkness and there is light. And it's up to us what we want to channel and what we want to bring through. And sometimes we're not always in control of what comes towards us. Not always. We can bring the presence of love to everything, but sometimes we have to face the darkness in order to conquer it in a way. So by facing the darkness, sometimes you ingest some of that energy, and then that's what those tools are for. That's what the energy work is about. This is what working with the angels is all about. It's about being able to use the tools of light to remove the darkness. And if I give in to that darkness, if I give in to that ego, mine or anyone else's, and I dull my light and I refuse to do something that I feel is a part of my service to mankind, to the world, as part of my purpose on earth, I feel like the angels came into my life 17, 18 years ago to use me as a channel of love and light and healing and awareness and consciousness because of the negativity that's in the world. Lots of people are sick, and they're not just sick with illness and disease. It's a sickness of the spirit. And the sickness of the spirit is what creates this conflict, drama, bullying, abuse, war, pollution, the way we treat the planet, the way we treat each other, the way we treat our beloved animals. People forget who they are, and they don't remember that they are divine beings of light, and they forget how to be divine beings of light, and then they start to come from fear, and fear is what creates disease, fear is what creates disharmony, fear is what creates the sickness of spirit. And so the more we give into that sickness of spirit, whether it's coming through our own thoughts or from the people that raised us or the what goes on in the world, or we decide not to give in to that and we decide to shine our light anyway, that is what is important. And so that's why I made the decision today to put my bloody lipstick on and just come on and do this, whether I've got bags under my eyes and I feel like crying, because I am not going to let one more person in my life, and let me tell you, there's been a few, and God knows I don't know why, but there's been a few. I'm not going to let one more person slow me down on this path that I'm on. I've let past relationships affect me to the point where I've never given up to the point where I won't do this work, although lots of people have told me to give up my job because it didn't fit in with what their idea of having a girlfriend or a wife was. But I am not going to do that. But I have let drama and arguments and conflict and other people's behaviour stop me from, extend the time on writing my book, or stop me from meeting a deadline, or give me a sleepless night so that I'm not my best self I can be at a workshop. And I'm not a victim. Believe me, I am no victim. But having to carry that weight of heaviness when you go forward just makes it that little bit harder, and no more. No more to that. I am not putting up, and I don't want you to put up with that either. There is always a divine solution to every problem, but we are the ones that have to accept that solution and move forward and stand in our power and stand together. So big thank you as well to all of you who put lovely comments on my post yesterday on Instagram and Facebook where I just said, time's up. I'm not putting up with this anymore. I appreciate the backup that I got. and the phone calls and the messages and you know, very, very much touched my heart and were really helpful to me. And I'm not ashamed that I went through something, but I am not a victim. I'm not powerless. I take my power back. So let's take some cards and ask what the angels and God have for you today. This is for the week ahead. So I'm doing this live so that you can see that the cards that get pulled. Okay, so I have to have a big smile on my face for this one because I just read a post yesterday from Sunny Dawn Johnston, who's another angel sister. And she was talking about Mercury retrograde is coming up in 3 days. Now we've got the Mercury card here, which says open communication. Get a weight off your chest. I've got goosebumps, angel bumps. Speak up with love and be heard. This is happening to all of us, guys. It's happening to all of us. So many of you messaged me yesterday or sent me a note. And, you know, some of you are having difficulty with your home, with your partners, with bosses, co-workers, health. All these issues are coming up to the surface. It's time to speak our truth and not put up with crap anymore. So Mercury, the ascended master Mercury is there. Look at the wings behind him, signifying that there are wings behind you, that there is protection, that when you get that urge to speak, it's not just only coming from you, it's coming from that higher part of you, and it's coming from your angels nudging and pushing you forward. And we've also got the caduceus. Look at the caduceus, the symbol of healing is in front of his chest, the staff with the serpents and the wings. That's saying that when you move forward with love and speak your truth and get the heaviness off of your energy in your chest, then that allows you to heal. That allows healing to happen in your life, things that you've been waiting for a very long time. So keep your lines of communication open. Speak your truth, speak it with love, but be firm. So now I'm going to use the fairy deck and see what they have to say. And I'm asking Archangel Michael for assistance and directing the cards. Okay. Now he said 3 cards to me. So my computer's just telling me it wants to restart. The first card is the wheel. It says delays are over, sudden, unexpected, good luck, new car or travel. So look, when the wheel comes forward, it's saying that when you've been feeling stuck and bogged down for a while, all of a sudden life starts moving again. It can be because you meet someone, there's an opportunity, something happens that brings good luck into your life. Maybe your open communication allows you to get a relationship moving again. But it's kind of telling you to keep the faith. I love the number, the 1 and the 0. It's a 10, which, you know, is a really good number. But also the 1 is about watching your thoughts, and the 0 is about praying to God for assistance, to the divine source. It's, you know, in this, there's a person with a spinning wheel, and she has to operate the spinning wheel. And that's the same for you, is that it's your thoughts, your prayers, your energy that creates the movement in life. The angels and everything are around you. Okay, the planets and mass consciousness and energy shifts have an effect on us. But it's when you decide to start to move your energy that things can really get going. It can mean travel. It's encouraging you if you've been thinking about having a break, a holiday, 2 days, 3 days, a week away. That's really important to you at the moment. Having a rest, stepping away, and being able to get a different perspective. Now look at this. We've got another 10, the 10 of spring. Now 10s are really important. Asking for help from others, being weighed down, thinking too much about the burdens, how much you've got to do, having an all work and no play approach to life, not being able to see the wood for the trees because you're burdened by so many responsibilities and thoughts. You're not seeing clearly. So this is your guidance. In a 3-card reading, this is saying you want to get moving. You're waiting for these delays to be over so you feel like you can get going. What's in your way? Well, it's this. You're too clogged. So again, the message about taking a break, having maybe some travel, even going for a drive, a day trip, to just get the energy moving again in your life. But also delegating the stuff that's piling up to others. Can you get someone in to help you? Can you get a friend? Maybe you can offer to pay someone to do your books or to clean your house or to help you clear out that clutter from the garage. Whatever it is, it's like you need to not just try to do it all by yourself, because that gives your ego way too much power. Your ego is like, it's just you, you've got to do it, you're responsible, you can't ask for help. That's a very narrow way of thinking, and that's what the ego does. It shrinks us down to powerless, hopeless, on our own, struggling. There's no one out there that can help me. Poor me. It's time to let go, and then all of a sudden you'll feel your power kick in. You'll feel this sort of explosion of energy around you. Start to use the gifts that you've been given, and the gifts aren't just your talents and your skills. It's making the phone calls, networking, talking to people, asking for help. If someone's been offering you help, take up that offer or suggest it to someone. Sometimes what we do is we stash all our money or our good things. So think about it as money. I've got to save my money. I've got to save my money. So you save your money and you stash it there. And then someone says, why don't you go on holiday? And you go, no, I don't want to spend that money I've saved. Well, that's poverty. As soon as you start thinking like that, you go, well, I've got the money. The universe has given me this amazing money, but I'm not going to use it. Now, why do we do that? I don't deserve it. I'm not worthy. Something bad's going to happen. I'm going to need that for the bad thing, which is like a wish. You're going to, attract a bad thing. So you need some fun. You need some lightness so that you can move forward. All right. Just checking the time on this. And then we've got the Two of Summer. It's like as soon as you do all of that, there's this kind of heavy card. And then you've got this falling in love, making a commitment to someone, forgiveness or the resolution of a problem. Don't give up. Things can be healed. So I see this card as a miracle. We've got this heaviness and we've got this need to move forward, but not wanting to move forward. So how can you lighten your load? Because the universe and the angels can't come in and help you if you're sort of underneath a big pile of whatever that is. It might be thoughts, worries, might be stuff, might be clutter. As soon as you start to shift that pile, whether it's mental, emotional, or physical clutter, the miracle can happen, the healing can happen, something beautiful can happen, someone can come in and help you, or your soulmate might show up. It's like blessings of love and knowing that you're not alone. I think that's the key. We aren't alone, and we sometimes feel like we are, and that's probably the biggest darkness of all, right? Because as soon as we think we're alone, that dark energy's got you. It's got you convinced. It's all your fault. You are the problem. You should have done this. You should have done that. You shouldn't have done this. That aloneness is isolating, and it can make you feel uncomfortable. Now, these beautiful cards were given to me by, I went and did a seminar on Saturday at Warhope at a shop called More Than Crystals and Books. It's a beautiful shop full of crystals and books and gorgeous, gorgeous people that work there. And Julie kindly gave me a bundle of these cards for free to give to people, which I do at my workshops, and I will be in the future. So I thought I'd select one of these because she's such a kind soul. And the message is believe. Believe in yourself. Believe in your good self. Believe that there is more waiting for you. Believe that life is on your side. Believe that you have angels, God, universe, guides. You have all of this good energy with you. Believe that what you want to happen can and will happen. If it is aligned with you and aligned with your highest good and aligned with God's will, it will happen. And that belief is the magic potion that you've been waiting for. It oils the wheels. It's what makes everything happen. So thank you so much for watching and listening. And for those of you that have been watching this for a long time, or even if just a short time, I really appreciate it. I'm just putting what I do out there in the hope that it helps someone, and it really fills my heart when I see that 300 or 400 people have watched it in a week. I really think that's awesome. Please comment below if you enjoyed it, because that helps me to know that I'm doing a good job or whatever. And I will speak to you next week. Angels at Uluru, still on sale, but only for a short time, because soon I've got to close ticket sales because the hotel, the resort where I book it, needs numbers. So get in touch if you're interested. There's still even time if you want to pay it off before we go. Have a great week.